5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Mardi Gras!
Come on!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Not get old
episode
fast.
57.
Episode Mardi
That's like deja vu up in here.
I'm messing up.
I know. We did this before. I'm Kahi.
I'm Venom.
I'm Tenebrae Invictus.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Toa Jalokim.
Yes, you're our guest for today's episode. Technically, yeah. Technically, we have collaborated before.
Yes.
You interviewed us a while back, and that went pretty well. I'm not sure did anyone ever really watch that.
Yeah. Well, they did, but
I don't.
not on the YouTube link, which I did. Because when you put it in your video, you had a direct link to the link I sent, so now I won't have the AdSense. So now I am out to get my revenge.
Well, that's a frightening thought. I'm sorry I
I didn't
offended you in any way with our actions.
Because I was invited to guest host, so you can go screw yourself.
Guy, I think you're not using your proper microphone because you're coming in like through a.
Really?
Yes.
That's unfortunate. Give me a second.
Sounds like you're in a tunnel.
Yeah.
I am in I'm like traveling
Oh
in
my god!
a large tunnel.
Settle down there. That was
Yeah.
a tunnel,
Oh, here-
but you know, a typhoon.
Perfect
Alright.
timing.
But yeah, how's
Hold
life
on,
and such,
everybody.
everybody?
Wait, don't leave from the subject yet. Give me a second. I have one more thing to say.
I'll start up. I had a
Alright,
cold that's still
There we
going.
go.
There
I
we
think
go.
you're better.
much better.
Now
Yes.
it sounds like an echo.
There's an echo now? Are you serious?
Not
Are
like
you
a
kidding me?
literal echo, but like your room is echoing and you're like.
Yeah, just the sound waves are vibrating off the wall.
Gotta re-
Hello! No, I'm sorry.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello! Hello!
To Mardi
Oh.
Gras.
Welcome to Mardi Gras.
I bet you I know what's going on. Give me a second. Man, I can't believe all the problems we're having this round. Getting everything set up.
Yeah,
Rather unfortunate.
it adds
Alright.
me to.
Curse the Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
This is
my
like-
brilliant plan of revenge is coming to fruition.
Yeah, it's your fault. Your fault.
Hello,
Mardi
everyone.
Gras.
Hang the guest.
Welcome.
Yes.
Alright.
Everybody throw stones at me.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay,
sounds
how's
the
life
same.
and such, everyone?
It's pretty good. I was gonna say before, the biotube interview. I was going to listen to that, but then I realized I wasn't invited as a guest host to be interviewed. So you can go screw yourself while I go and do something more important with my time.
Well, that was up to Messinac and LJ to invite you, not me.
Those two can go screw themselves too. I don't care who screws themselves. Someone needs to.
Yeah,
Well,
Kahi.
I'm
Okay.
the most important member of this podcast.
is me.
I should be
Okay,
consulted.
conceded.
Yeah, get out of here.
All right.
Yeah.
Seriously though, it's
Yeah.
it's a good thing that the collaborations have been coming to a full close, and now Jalokim is here on our podcast doing guest host.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
What
cool.
happened?
If it'll make you happy, I'll interview you.
Yes. That would actually make me very, very smiley face.
Oh,
You get interviewed in this episode.
It's because he got shut out.
Surprise, surprise!
Yeah. So, guys, do any of you have any interesting stories to tell that happened this week?
Actually, yes.
I got into a car accident.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Did I not tell you guys about
Did you
this?
die? Did you die?
I totally died, but then I had an extra life somewhere.
Oh,
I earned it,
ew.
I'd earned it in like this pheasant quest I did for
Lame.
Faye back home. So yeah, I got back,
You
but
should stay dead. Nobody wants you here.
we sacrificed an unborn baby so I could come again. It was worth it.
There's no
Now,
Not for any
the deal.
of us.
The deal was that I was coming back from college, going to Donald's across the street, and as I went, I went from one end of the street to another, or not one end of the street, I went across the intersection, and I was going to the intersection. A lady came behind me and was going too fast around the curve and didn't see me, and not really rear-ended, but hit the rear tire of my car
Well,
or my van. So so the van had to go through. It was because the only damage to her car was to the license plate. Apparently, she didn't have any damage at all. So we were about to be like, okay, we'll just drive off, pretend this never happened. And then some dude comes, he's like, oh, I already called the police for you guys. Don't need to worry.
wow.
So of course we had to deal with the police, now possible insurance, and all that stuff. All because of that stupid dude. I really hate that guy.
That's
It cost me so much money.
You find him in
But anyhow,
No, I
that's my interesting story for today.
had
Yes.
same experience. It was,
Yeah.
What?
But
Really.
Yes.
it was
Oh, hold
5
on.
o'clock
Go ahead.
traffic, and I was stopped in the lane, and nobody was moving. But there was this big gap behind me, and this woman was driving probably 40 miles an hour, and I was halted. I could not move, and before it was too late, she put on the brakes and just rear-ended me.
Oh.
My car almost made it undamaged. I mean, this woman got wrecked.
Wow.
That's terrible and funny at the same time.
The hood of the car looked like it had a sledgehammer smacked right into it.
Whoa. That sounds awesome.
My back bumper literally just got popped, and that was it. Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, it didn't even look like it was damaged at all. I think she was riding like a 1990 Mitsubishi.
Your story ended up a lot better than mine did.
Oh, yeah.
How did yours end up in the end?
Unfortunately,
At the end,
$1,400.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's unfortunate.
So she had to
Yes.
pay for it. I feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
All right.
I actually have a story as well.
What's been going down with you?
Well, today I got the time to work on scripting for Chronicles of Toa Jalokim,
What the heck
which
is that?
is this
What
massive
is that?
series that I'm making.
Save it for the interview.
Stop motion?
Well, season 1 is going to be an audio series.
Oh.
So I've been working on season 1, and basically what it is, it's the entire canon retold through my self-mock's perspective.
What is your self-ma?
My self-mock is Jalokim. Chronicles of...
You know, I didn't mean that. I meant, what is he? Toa, Matoran, Makuta?
Oh, he's a Toa Fire.
Okay.
Wow.
I guess Toa Jalokim should have given it away, but
Yeah.
Just in case, he might just have the name. Kind of impress the ladies. I don't know. What
Okay.
else would we do with that?
talk more about that.
Toa
Yep.
title.
Yep.
All right.
Same.
So I got a story.
God.
What's been going down with you?
Well, you see, my friend, who these guys know as Samurai Goro,
Oh, hey.
he was sick. He was sick all week, so I covered for him as the paper boy. And anyways, it snowed the other day, so today we were going around on the bikes and doing a whole bunch of drifting.
Ow.
Is he lagging for anyone else too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
it's-
drifting around. How
Yeah.
awful is it?
Inaudible.
Did you even get the story?
Partly.
So you didn't catch
Paper.
the
I got
story
it.
at all.
Paper.
It snowed, and you were filling in for Samurai as the paper boy. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, so after it snowed today, we were on the roads and we were just doing a whole bunch of drifting on top of the snow-covered roads.
That's pretty interesting.
Drifting.
Couple of crashes, but yeah, we would bike really fast and then hit the back brakes and go sliding.
Wow.
Sounds fun.
You and your drifting. You're the
Actually,
drifter.
I have a
Yep.
snow-related story as well. Actually,
Oh, good.
the other
Oh,
day.
I think we're kind of full on the stories.
Well, hold
We should probably
on.
be
This is
moving
really
on.
quick. This is really quick. I was actually snowed in once. So this lady, the way she got to the grocery store, she like literally skied to the grocery store. So she put on her skis and she was
Whoa!
like skiing to the grocery store. That's how much snow there was.
What in the world?
Wow!
That's
It was a
awesome.
magnificent. It was a sight to behold. Believe me.
yeah,
Yeah, that's my story.
that's fantastic.
Yes.
That's actually pretty awesome.
Fantastico.
Too bad down here in the oven state, there is no snow.
Same here.
God damn it.
I'm snowed in Canada. Canada's cool.
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
But believe me, snow is not as much as it's told to be about. It's pretty cold and miserable.
Wow, it's pretty cool. I never would have guessed.
Yes.
Actually,
Strange.
So all right,
Rich-
I think it's time to get this show on the road.
Yes.
Yeah.
So without further ado, our first segment of the day, as always, the news. In the news this week, we have Lesovikk's Hiatus contest, Resurfaces. Mass Effect 3 DLC announced again. And PlayStation 4 announced at Sony conference. Our thoughts on the content.
Oh yes,
Alright.
actually forgot about something.
No, I did not. We're not talking about that.
No, we're not talking about that.
You say it one more time. I'm gonna beat you.
Okay, I
make
I
a
thought Farron
cast
saying
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
That's it. You're all gonna die. You're all gonna die.
It's much more intimidating with Ian's picture. I don't know if you can put that up in the video message, but like Ian's picture looks like if he says he's gonna find you and beat you, he looks like he can do it too. Like the Terminator glasses and like the army haircut and stuff.
yo.
Yeah.
I am not afraid to
Intimidation.
kill people. I swear to God, man, I'll do it.
Wow.
Wrong man.
Well, okay, the first thing, and I guess, Jalokim, you can give us some perspective into this. You've actually written for this thing. What
Yes,
is
I
the
have.
Lesovikk Hiatus contest? Or where did it come about, and what's the deal with it now?
Alright, so the Lesovik's Hiatus contest is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
So, you are to write a short story or a novelette based on an adventure that you make up, which Lesovikk had on his hiatus, you know, that period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to become accepted canon at one point, wasn't it?
Yes, but,
Tragedy struck.
yes.
Everything was going fine until the Greg Nation attacked.
Yes, and then
Wow.
it became a fan contest. So, but that gave me the opportunity to advertise my self-mock and series, so, yeah.
Yeah, you actually put yourself mock into your story.
Yeah, I did. It's like, self-plug, oh!
Yeah, you gotta plug yourself whenever
Well,
you can, especially
that's
if it's not
interesting.
gonna be accepted.
Could you actually do that?
I did.
I would assume were it
I mean,
still
like,
being
was it-
accepted for canon, I would assume it would be fine as long as it didn't clash. But
Yeah.
it's not
I mean, like
accepted for
the name itself. I remember before you couldn't have your character named a Bionicle name. It had to be like some nickname or something
Well,
to be
yeah, but this
accepted
was
into canon.
so, yeah, it's just not. Basically, if it is accepted in
Okay.
canon, then everything will about the story except for the name of Jalokim will be canon.
which it won't
name-
be because it's
Okay.
not being accepted.
Which won't be because it. Yeah.
Except I
yeah.
gave the idea that why don't we just use Erebus?
Well,
We can exploit.
that is also true, actually. Now that contact with Greg Farshey's been reestablished, like just recently they revealed the prefix for Plasma Matoran is
Yeah,
Sue.
Sue. That's funny.
It's-
One of the characters in my short story was actually was of the plasma element.
But was it Mary Sue? Was one of your characters Mary Sue? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually.
No, it's funny
Mary
because
Sumatoran.
it's funny because That's been my shtick for this entire time. So it's nice to know Bionicle Cannons accepted my writing expertise as something to work on.
Shut up.
Very good call, Greg.
Speaking of which, Kai, what do you
Yes.
have to say for yourself? The hiatus on your Bionicle rewrite.
Oh, right. To be honest, like I kind of forgot about it a bit because I've been doing. Oh, crap! I just realized I don't think I have that anymore.
Wow.
It was on my old computer.
Wait, didn't you like uploaded it?
It's got right. Oh no, I uploaded it. Yeah, I didn't upload all of it though.
$1. Oh well.
Well,
Anyway,
anyhow,
The-
you know,
the
it's
content-
anyhow.
it was around for a while, and then apparently Kanohi Journal revitalized it, even though wasn't it their contest to begin with?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, but when Kanohi Journal's ship sunk like the Titanic, it kind of fell off the face of the earth, and only recently has it been renewed. And
By me.
yeah, by you. The new deadline is late April/May. So if anyone cares to enter that, go do so.
Yeah.
Next up, the
Awesome.
news.
What is that again? The 1,000 Years Untold contest, or
No,
Let's
Lesovikk's hiatus.
write a story about what happened.
oh, is it still open?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
right now.
I thought the 2 stories linked in the front topic were the winners of the Lesovik's hiatus contest.
No.
Okay.
Wait, there are two topics. I mean, there's 2 stories in the topic. Whoa!
No, the 2 stories in the FCC winners. Oh, Fortnite Flash Fiction. Okay, all right. I get that now. I can't read.
Come on!
Come on.
I should enter it. I should
You
enter
enter
this
it. Go
just
ahead and do that.
for fun.
We need to
I
have
should do that.
your
sometime.
representation.
Yeah, we totally should. All right, well, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
When's the deadline again?
Hold on, let me check.
Late
real quick.
April, early May. I don't know exact detail.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Thumbs up. All right. Keep that in mind, people. You're gonna have some contestant to deal with.
Yes, because my entry,
Wow.
I don't mean to boast, but my entry was pretty good. That and Click's entry. Click's entry is actually making me scared that he's just gonna beat me.
Okay, then when you say Click's entry is as good as yours, if that's the scale you're kind of aiming for, I've seen Click's writing before. Yeah, I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Yeah, but it's cool. We'll see how it measures up.
Yeah.
We should have some sort of
Yeah.
Okay.
recap on this one.
Yeah, but in all
Let's
seriousness,
go.
Next bit of news. I'm moving this along at a very rapid pace today. The next bit of news involves 2 pieces of Mass Effect 3 DLC. Thing about this is that differentiates it from all the other DLC released for this game. It's the last one. This is the final DLC for the game, both single player and multiplayer, and after this there will be no more content released. The single player DLC is called Mass Effect 3 Citadel, and I'm linking it right now, and there will be a link in the description for you to find out more info about it. Basically, they say when a sinister conspiracy targets Commander Shepard, you and your team must uncover the truth through battles and intrigue that range from the glamour of the Citadel's wards to the top-secret Council archives. Uncover the truth and fight alongside your squad as well as the cast from the original Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2. When the adventure's over, reconnect with your favorite characters from the Mass Effect trilogy, and you can hang out at like a casino and like fight in like a combat arena and furnish
You know what?
Shepard's apartment on the Citadel, which will then in turn get blown up come the end.
Well, you know what that means.
Huh.
Rex is back, baby.
Yup.
Yeah.
And you can apparently like fight alongside all these squad members and talk to them and do all this stuff. And this is like the last hurrah. It will not affect
Hurrah.
anything at all, for those wondering.
I'm disappointed.
How
Kind
so?
of. At the end of Mass Effect 3, I don't know if anybody really realizes this, there's nothing to do at the end of Mass Effect 3. Like when you completed all the missions and stuff, and you've gotten everything done, you can't do anything. So like it's cool that they have something more on the Citadel to do, but it's kind of like this is stuff you're supposed to do while you're progressing through the game. You know, you can stop by and do it's added content. Adding this to pre-endgame bonus and not having it, really expound on any story after the Mass Effect 3 ending, it's just kind of, it's kind of useless in a way. Like it's nothing substantial. I wish you could go back and like play missions on different planets, but you can't even land them anymore. You can just scan them for stuff.
But Kahi, there's a casino now, so that's infinite replayability.
Screw that.
The casino in Mass
Yes,
Effect
the
1.
casino made it all the better with replayability.
Exactly, with the
Like-
slot machines.
Yeah.
They had a blackjack sort of thing for Mass Effect 1, I believe. Where you could go to the Citadel and play this casino game. It was just it was really simple and absurd. But
So,
Shepard's apartment.
so tell me, what's the difference between playing that game's version of slots and cards and that stuff when I could probably just go to Vegas, do that already, and probably win actual real money?
And lose
Well,
actual real money.
You could also you could lose real money.
Yeah, there's
that's kind of a big deal.
100% no risks when you
Yep.
play it in Mass Effect.
But I'm not winning in the game, per se.
You die in the game, you die in real life.
No!
No!
So
Come on.
probably-
Johnny!
Well,
Come back, Johnny! Johnny!
The Citadel DLC will be released on March 5th, the almost 1-year anniversary of the game. And it will retail for $15. And I'm going to withhold from judging it until I've not bought it and watched a bunch of YouTube videos. When I have not bought it and watched a bunch of YouTube videos, I will be giving my opinions on TTV.
That's
Yep.
the new pinnacle of
that's
game. Anyone can just watch a video on YouTube now.
I'm not giving these guys any more of my money.
yeah.
I resisted
That-
the urge
that-
to buy Omega. I'm resisting the urge to buy this.
What?
Oh, man,
But you
so
have to keep
they're
Mass
gonna
Effect
lose.
3 relevant.
They're gonna lose so much sleep because you won't pay $10 for their DLC or however much it is.
15.
15.
$15, man.
Well,
What I
Oh,
will
yeah.
do, in fact, is enjoy their free multiplayer DLC, which is called Reckoning. And
Wow.
it is the 5th DLC pack, completely free once again. The final DLC includes new characters, like you can play as the ED bot from the campaign, which is called the Alliance Infiltration Unit. You can play as like a Turian female, a Geth Prime, not even kidding. One of the mercenaries, bunch of stuff, and
Yes.
7 new weapons. That's all. But they're and then Krogan with hammer. So I'm very happy.
Hammer time!
Exactly.
Not only can they charge, they can also swing hammers. Hooray!
Holy cow.
Krogan overpowering.
Well, Krogans are my favorite characters to play in the game, and now I have a hammer wielding one.
What's the name of this DLC?
Reckoning. I'll link that right now, and also link is in the description of the video.
Okay.
Reckoning. Because I don't know if it'll be ever as good enough as the one DLC that you get, where you get like those N7 operatives.
Yep,
like,
Earth.
Yeah. Crazy. God, I love those guys.
Yeah, they're
so-
awesome. That was a
Wow.
nice DLC in general. Mass Effect 3 multiplayer may be generic after a while, maybe just normal horde mode, but they have shown extraordinary post-launch support for this game. It's easily the best I've seen out of any multiplayer game in recent memory, especially after the colossal failure that was Halo 4's post-launch support.
Jeez.
It's
But
a
Mass
shame. If Mass Effect 3 hadn't been ruined, then the DLC, this ruined DLC might have made it a very popular game for a long time to come. And they they completely screwed that over and never recovered.
Let's think about it logically. If there was no multiplayer, it would just be plain single player, and therefore all the focus would be on the game, and probably but that's just
The
my
multiplayer is a distraction for those concerned over the ending. I know it was for me whenever I got angry about the ending and I watched like 1,000,001 2-hour long YouTube rant documentaries about the thing. I decided I need to play some multiplayer to take my mind off this.
Dude, no joke. For how much crap I had to buy in that multiplayer, I spent probably more than 3 games worth of crap. Stupid credits.
Yep.
Certainly got my money's worth.
I'm actually playing it right now as we do this episode, which I tend to do occasionally.
Oh my
Just
god.
grind for credits.
Shame on you.
You know what? It used to be good back then because of a certain glitch. You guys know about it?
I have no
Are you
idea.
talking about the missile glitch?
Yeah, the missile glitch.
Explain the missile glitch to me. It is a mystery.
Okay, so here's what you did. You pulled out your rocket launcher. Yeah, the one-hit KO one.
Yeah.
And then you stand right in front of a wall, and you, like, charge it up and get ready to fire, and then you immediately switch to a different weapon. Usually an explosive tip weapon, like
The
Striker.
striker, yeah.
One of those. And that way you have as many rocket rounds as you do that strike. And you
Heck,
want
the
to
thing with
vote?
the missile launcher is that one hit kills any enemy, but you only have a limited quantity you can use per match, and to get more, you have to purchase them from packs. But this
Wow.
glitch allowed you to use them infinitely and just massacre everything.
Wow.
Oh, man,
I
we
never
were
used it because it's bannable offense.
Oh wow.
Dude, I used it all the way through. I never got banned.
Wow.
Never. No.
They're gonna discover this video and ban you promptly after that.
Come on!
That's big again.
Come on.
Oh, shame
Well-
on me. Oh.
Oh
No.
no.
Play Mass Effect.
You're a bad person. Are you?
Well,
Oh,
let's
play
move
like-
on to the last piece of news we have.
The last piece of news is also gaming related.
Oh my god.
PlayStation 4.
Come on! Again.
Ooh, yeah.
This
What?
thing.
Don't give me that. What's that?
My Xbox ancestors spit upon this.
This atrocity to mankind.
You punk. It was so.
I actually support the PlayStation 4, but we'll get to that later.
Okay,
Eh,
you're dead to me.
I am kinda half and half on this one.
But Vin,
I'm half intrigued and half not impressed.
well, I have a convenient list here that's like a summary of the stuff that got revealed at the conference that I will link momentarily, and you can also find it in the description. Basically, they started off a couple things. The controller has a touchpad on the center and a button called Share, which will supposedly let you broadcast gameplay footage you can record to YouTube or Facebook or anywhere.
That's pretty cool, I have to admit.
That's good. That's really good.
Yup.
My friend Devin is definitely going to be able to use that because he's So
I
yeah,
can tell you, it's already
he does a game.
Netflix.
Yeah, he does. Let's Plays, yeah, so that would be pretty useful for him.
Yeah.
Speaking of the share button, I have the story to show you guys. It will not be in the description, but I will link it here.
Really. What is this story?
Basically, he does something bad, and then the share button starts recording him, and all this stuff happens, and he can't get rid of it. It's just a terrible story.
That's funny.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
This is
You guys don't wanna
this
see
is
this.
CCP appropriate.
That's why I said it's not going to be linked in
Well,
the
there
description.
is the PS4
Wait,
summary.
help me screw it up.
They announced the console. They did not, in fact, show the console, the actual thing. They showed the controller. They announced a bunch of games. They started with Killzone Shadowfall, which the graphics looked really impressive. The gameplay looked terribly generic. It was like the most generic FPS gameplay I can recall seeing.
Yeah, pretty much. But the one game that did stood out, infamous Second Son, baby.
That was like
Oh, yeah.
that was hands down my favorite thing from the conference.
Yeah, big infamous guy here.
Yup.
From the game.
I'm very impressed with Infamous as well, and I believe that was, I think that was the best thing that we've seen so far from the best game at least.
All it was like a cutscene that was what's the word I'm looking for? Cluttered with ambiguity, but it was still impressive. Either that or Watch Dogs was the standout, but we've seen Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs is
It's
too.
better, man.
They also showed the Luminous trailer again for Final Fantasy
That
just
one,
in general, the Square Enix.
Yeah.
That looked pretty impressive.
Yeah, but it came out like, or at least that video came out so long ago. It's really.
Yeah, it did come out a long while ago, but it's still kind of relevant in terms of like how if it can run in the PS4.
I don't care for it. I want my remake of Final
I'm
Fantasy
excited
VII.
for Destiny.
Yes, they showed
Destiny.
Bungie's Destiny.
Destiny.
With a full
Yes.
4 seconds of gameplay and some enemies standing around. This gameplay consisted of a reload sequence and the sounds of badly cheesy sounding laser rifles being fired.
Wow, that sounds like
necessary?
the greatest game ever.
Yeah, it has potential to be really nice, but I'm not sold yet from what I've seen.
I was
I don't
being
know.
sarcastic.
Yeah, it's interesting enough. For me, the big thing about the PS4 is one, I don't have a PS3, so I have this entire generation of games. Uncharted, Infamous,
You're missing
all
out.
these PS exclusive games I want to play. And two, there's the whole rumor about Xbox having no used games, like locking down their console.
Oh yeah, the no backward.
Yeah, no backward.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Not no backwards
Yeah,
compatibility,
not backwards
but, like,
compatibility. No used games.
Yeah,
That's some
that will
bullshit.
make or break the new Xbox for me. I believe if Microsoft comes out and announces that,
Well,
I'm not gonna buy it.
I said that for
But Halo 5, why would you abandon us now?
Because I'm gonna have to pay like another couple $100 for a new console, another $60 for a new game, and another $60 again to get Xbox Live.
Well, I do have news on that front, so here's the thing. The PS4, they confirmed it will not block used games. PS4 will not do that.
Yes.
There will be no restrictions imposed. They also confirmed the PS4 will not be backwards compatible with PS3 games, not physically as in discs, but also not digitally. As in that you can't even buy the games again and download them and play them. It just is not gonna work.
So, I want to know that something that's really stupid. I don't know why they decided this, but Destiny, even though I'm probably not going to play it, is on the 360, the PS3, and the PS4.
And the new
What?
Xbox
And the next Xbox.
It's because
Oh
of the
my
weird. They're introducing a
What?
new generation when it's still coming up. They want to make them for both generations.
I don't know. It seems like a waste. But then again, I guess they did that for the PlayStation 2, which longest running console. It was like 12 years in the run.
It was I think they still made games for it until like a couple of years ago. They're still releasing games for both systems. I don't know, if I was a PS3 user now, I would be really mad at that. But because I don't have any PS3 games, backwards compatibility is not an issue for me. Like buying all these new games, I'd have to buy anyways. It's not a big deal. So I'd never do that and then have to buy $60 games every time I want to play a game.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's the problem, though. If you would want to play PS3 games and PS4 games, you'll have to buy a PS3 and a PS4 and the games for both.
Well, so what?
Can't you just aren't they going to release them digitally?
That's what I just got through saying. They are not backwards compatible physically, but they also confirmed they will not be digitally either.
No, well, I thought that meant like if you had PS3 digital games, you couldn't transfer them to the PS4.
No, that means it's not going to run
No.
PS3 games. They basically said in an interview, if you want to play PS3 games, keep your PS3.
Oh, okay. So that's also kind of
Unfortunate.
now that's a bit more of a detriment.
In a
I'm not sure
sense,
what I'm gonna do now.
the PS3 already.
I want to play like, stuff like Journey or we'll see how it is when it comes out.
Journey. You guys, as far as I'm concerned, Journey, it may very well be a good game, but it's not the
Don't
kind of
mock
thing you
that
need to
game.
play. It's something you need to watch. Unless you just
Exactly.
want to support the developers. Wow, Jalokim.
Spiritual.
Mhm.
The essence of it makes you feel more alive.
Exactly.
No, I didn't beat it, but I only played the demo, and I still gotta buy it, which I don't even know if I'll do. So
Some other things they announced during the PS4 conference that just made me go wow, just wow. You guys remember the Media Molecule presentation?
Oh yeah, that one. It was
You can record your dreams with the PlayStation 4.
Holy
What?
moly!
Record.
Wait, what is that all about? I didn't.
Dude, it was the weirdest thing. I still don't know what it was about. It was like a tech demo showcase by the people that made Little Big Planet. Where, out of all the things, it's a PS4 conference, they choose to focus on the PlayStation Move controller and how they're going to be using that.
I skipped right over that, man.
They had like a scene where they were using it to make sculptures and then paint and do all this
and
weird
people
stuff.
dancing.
Yeah,
around.
They had a
It was
puppet show with like an electric guitar that was just
What the heck?
wow worthy.
You know, anything that has the PlayStation Move, you should just immediately skip right over. it.
Yeah, I know.
It's so stupid.
I shouldn't have wasted my time. Actually, I didn't waste my time watching it. I said this is a good time
Just
to take a break, and then I took a
Yeah, yeah, it's just a glorified Wii.
yeah. So that was
And-
really weird. But then also, like, developers that made Braid announced that they will be making a new game whose name eludes me. Kai, do you know
Oh,
it?
it's the one with that little character who can build himself up and down.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like Tahu at all.
I'll figure out the name of it. Hang on. But it's you play as this little robot.
Hero
built,
Factory, the game.
Oh my god.
You shit.
But yeah.
God damn it. I lost my train of thought. You play as this little midget robot guy,
It sounds a lot like Hero Factory in 2010.
Yep.
and you're supposed to
Plays this midget.
goblins or something. Yeah, you combat goblins,
Goblins.
and you build yourself up by surrounding molecules to become a giant, and or you could
Hero
break yourself
Factory,
down to solve.
2014 Goblin attack.
Goblin.
Oh my god.
Goblin attack. I'm so hyped you don't even know. Okay.
Get hype.
So, one other thing, Watch Dogs. They confirmed
the
it
main
will in
villain
fact
would be
have a
Goblin.
multiplayer component.
Watch Dogs, baby, Watch Dogs. Oh, that's gonna be amazing.
Multiplayer component in the sense there are other people in the world doing stuff while you're playing.
Mm.
Now let's be real. Better than Grand Theft Auto 5.
Looking that way.
At least that's what I think.
It's looking that way.
And
GTA 5 is... I don't know.
It's very realistic.
Yeah.
except for it's a year, of course, but I don't know what month or what the date is for its release. So at this point, I just don't care. I want to
Yeah.
play Watch Dogs. This game is amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so the PS4 they
Remember Me.
ended it. Oh yeah,
That's
Remember
also
Me. They didn't even announce that at PS4. I was expecting that to be for next gen consoles, and I guess it still could be.
Yeah.
But
Well,
what they did at the PS4 conference, they did not only not showcase the console, not tell our solid release date, not give the price point, but they also didn't. They announced a bunch of weird features like the ability for the thing to pre-download games onto your hard drive that you haven't paid for, just in case you ever pay for them based on what they think you'll enjoy, based on what you play. Like, say you like FPSs and you play a lot of Halo, they'll download, like, Crysis to your console. I know that's a bad example because it's like a Microsoft exclusive, but it gets the point across. FPS. Play Halo, they'll recommend Crysis. Download that. And then just in case you ever buy Crysis, It'll be there on your hard drive. And
For all the other purposes.
I don't like that for a variety of reasons. I think it's completely unnecessary and it'll just clog up your hard drive space with stuff you don't want that they think you do, but I'm sure it's going to be a toggleable feature, if that's a phrase.
I definitely hope so. I know I have a friend who lives out in a bit more of a country area, so his Wi-Fi is not that great. But the thing about it is that he can't actually, because it's so low, he can't actually go and play online or even get updates for stuff. He had to go to my friend's house to get updates for Assassin's Creed and Skyrim and Halo 4. All the title updates that they don't let you play. He has to go to somebody else's house to get that. And if the PS3 is automatically downloading stuff for him all the time, that's a no.
It's done.
Buy already, because you would use up all his bandwidth.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, that's the PlayStation 4. I'm hoping we'll hear more details at E3 this year. And if you have any closing comments?
Final Fantasy 15.
Too many
Really?
games. Too many games.
I just
Final
don't.
Fantasy 7 Remake. Come on,
I-
guys. Don't let us down.
Really?
I want it.
Really, Kahi?
Wow.
Yeah, really,
Yeah, really.
really, God.
I'm really. I'm doing it.
Alright.
I'm going for it.
Kahi, really?
Uh-huh.
Really, Kahi?
Really,
Okay.
Really.
Then I guess
Really, Kahi.
we'll transition into our next segment, Talk.
Transition!
That was not necessary. Our next
Yeah, that's-
segment,
That's
Talk
not.
to Vin, with special guest Jalokim. Take it away.
I'm not gonna like this.
Take it away.
Suck it up.
Come on, man. It's all you, baby.
Come
Let
on.
me stretch. Let me stretch my vocal cords.
Try
My
it.
hamstrings gone.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Talk to Ven. I'm your host, Ven, and we have a special guest today. Say hi.
Hello, audience.
What's your name again?
Toa Jalokim. That is the funniest joke I've ever heard.
Sorry, I forgot my
See.
interviewee.
So, Jalokim. That's a funny name.
Jalokim.
Thank you.
It's Jalokim.
Well-
Jello,
Jello.
Jello,
Jello Kim.
Jello pudding pop.
Butyologia? What?
Some people call me Jelly Ocam.
What?
Well, Larnu Metchnui, who's another biotuber, he calls me Jelly Ocam.
Well, anyway,
I'm gonna call
what
you
you been
Bill.
up to lately?
Well, I've been scripting on my undoubtedly awesome series, Chronicles of Toa Jalokim.
I didn't even think your name was funny until now. Well, alright, that sounds cool.
Jalokim.
That sounds cool.
I mean it. His name is close to Butyologia, the world's hottest pepper.
Wow.
So,
It's pretty damn
Was-
close.
what is your series about, and
Okay.
where would people like to read it?
Well, actually, it's not for reading, it's for viewing, because I'm a filmmaker.
Viewing.
Yes. Yes!
No.
So I assumed that when you were talking about it earlier that it was an epic, but I guess not. So viewing, does that mean it's a series of videos?
Yes, it's a film.
Oh my
Step it.
gosh!
So yeah, it's the whole Bionicle canon retold through my self-mock's perspective. Whose name is Toa Jalokim.
Jello pudding pop.
So, this dude, Toa Jalokim, is he a Makuta or like a Tauren or?
Actually, he's a Dark Hunter.
Makes sense.
Nah, I was just
They've
joking.
had weirder names. And one of those dudes that calls himself a Toa.
Oh, I thought he was a Paraka from what you were talking about. Sorry.
I know.
Yo,
was just-
Oops,
Jalokim,
dashed.
the trick,
But in all
Drift
seriousness-
make beast the bully. Jalokim makes Paraka. Paraka.
Naka to Naka.
So in your series, are you gonna be Are you gonna be covering all the years of Bionicle or certain timelines?
At a certain
Certain
time.
events?
So the first season will be covering the Toa Dark Hunter War.
Okay.
Okay.
Second season will just be the events leading up to the Matanui's, not awakening, when Makuta puts him to sleep.
Okay.
Season 3 is the hunt for a character that basically just kind of like filler in terms of canon. It's like season 3 will be something like with more creative freedom, in my opinion.
Okay.
Wait. So is this gonna be a stop motion series?
Stop motion, but like really good quality stop motion. Like I'm taking my time. Like I'm taking my time with this, like to the point where I'm gonna be spending money on it.
Oh wow, you're hardcore.
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
it's gonna be like professionally made. In other words,
So hardcore. Anyway.
so I have to like pay for sets and stuff. Not sets as in Lego sets. I mean like the locations. And
Oh
stuff.
wow.
I need like a jungle location, so that's gonna be expensive.
Just go to like the forest.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
I admire stop motion.
Trees.
'Cause That
in my-
that doesn't mean I admire you. It just means that I admire the fact that you're doing stop motion.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway, yeah.
That's your podcast.
I'm sorry.
Then ask about the BioTube podcast.
Yes. Ask about it.
Yes. What is that?
Okay. Prepare to get your stocks knocked off. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Are you sure you're ready?
Just get on with it.
All right.
Get
Here
on with
is
it, Jello pudding
the
pop.
BioTube podcast is the podcast that represents the
BioTube.
BioTube community.
You know, for some reason, he's just trying to sound like a bad guy or a supervillain. And now, we are going to start the BioTube podcast.
So what is it? I didn't mean. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what the name implies. I guess what do you cover? What's your whole shtick that you run with?
Okay, the shtick that we run with is something that's very pointy. It's called scissors. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
don't run with scissors. That's dumb.
Yeah, in all seriousness, it's the BioTube is what we cover is basically just like news in terms of the BioTube community, basically like famous BioTube videos.
So you don't actually cover Lego news per se, but rather news in the community.
Well, basically stuff that the fans of Lego have made with Lego.
That's a good take on something that's relatively unique.
Yes. But we also talk about Bionicle a lot since the community is Bionicle related.
Yeah.
So we do mention the canon every now and then.
Okay.
Yay, cannon.
This
I like
is
cannons because they fire cannonballs.
Yes. So, do you have anything more to add about your podcast?
other that it's awesome. It's
Bad balls.
I'm not going to speak
Subjectively awesome.
but if it gets enough exposure, it can it could soar to great heights, which involves other podcasts. I'm not going to be specific,
Yelp.
but I'm pretty sure they know what I'm talking about if they're really perceptive.
Yelp.
Hint, hint. Wink, wink.
Sure.
Nudge, nudge.
I get you.
Elbow grease.
A
Anyway,
couple reach arounds here and there, but la-di-da.
yeah, headlight fluid.
Yelp.
Yeah. Headlight
Yeah,
fluid.
wait. Go ahead and close this out.
Viper juice.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
at first,
Okay,
when they said that,
the
I thought headlight fluid was real.
Ben, go ahead and close this out the way you do best.
Yeah. All right. Well, since that's pretty much covered anything that there is interesting about you, except I now have one last question.
All right.
What are you gonna do next?
Oh, this is a very good question. You know why? Because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to make this Venom disappear. Oh, wait. No, wait, it didn't work. My
It didn't work.
shit was defective.
Wow.
Well, this is awkward.
Yup, it kind of is.
Hey, where's
That's not the
Venom?
only thing about you that's effective.
Excuse me.
Oh,
The cannonball. Okay, cannonballs. Etc.
man,
We're moving.
love
We're moving on.
Yes.
Well, actually, yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. But in terms of stuff that I'm going to do related to Bionicle stuff, I'm gonna be voicing. I'm gonna be recording lines for a series that I do, which is Bionicle related. It's called Gaku and Rio. It's this Biotube series which Larnu Metronui makes.
Okay.
So I play one of the main characters called Karog. So he's supposed to be this like assassin dude who's friendly. So yeah, and he speaks in a voice like this. So yes.
This is the
'cause I'm
character that
voicing-
says,
A
"Come
friendly
on."
assassin.
Oh, come on! He's from Misadventures of Onipix and Pals, which is a affiliated series. It's all right. The thing is with that guy. That guy is Katrin. So Katrin, it's funny because Larnu's messaging me right now, but Katrin is a very strange character. The only thing he ever says is "Come on" in that fashion.
Wow, that's
Nothing else. And it's funny because IDS, the creator of this series, actually hired me to do the voiceovers for him in live script readings, because he this is a true story. He actually heard my impression of it and he said it was perfect.
Wow.
I'm not lying. So because like
Bum, bum,
Esso
bum,
could actually
bum.
relate to this because he's heard it and it's like "Come on."
Come on.
You
Come
get
on.
That's interesting.
yes.
Thank you
So-
for
Catch
being semi-interviewed by us. And
Yes.
Kai, I think we can wheel and deal this a bit here in terms of time. I think we've got time for you to do this. Let
we
us.
have time?
I think it's fine. I think it has to be done.
We're still
I
doing
figured
this?
It's gonna be kind of hard.
Go
Are we
ahead.
gonna still do this?
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Alright guys, by guys I mean Venom and I guess Envy, but I don't know if Envy you want to do this. Basically, I dueled Alina in Halo last night, and I kind of,
No one cares.
yeah, I kind of just
damn right nobody cares.
did stuff.
There was a bet, and Kahi won the bet, and now he gets to host the Comic Maker Spotlight for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Hey, it's, yeah.
And he had
That's
the
gonna be
grand
exciting.
idea for how to kickstart his reign.
I do. But I thought we were going to save that for a special, and we're going to do a different thing today, but
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, this different thing.
this different thing? Okay, so because LJ is not here, we are going to do a review of kind of an overrated comic series. No, okay. We're going to review The Lazy Life of a Comic Maker 3.0. 100% purely and honestly by all the people here who are not LJ. In fact, I believe that this might be something we could do post-haste for the Ember series, including Ben's series and mine at some point later on. But I'm going to link you guys a topic, which is, you know, topic related. There you go.
Thank you.
Yes. You're
So,
welcome.
okay.
It is The Lazy Life of a Comic Maker
Comic Maker,
3.0.
made by Lazy Comic Maker.
So Kai, give us some background on the person.
All right.
No, I want to do that.
Uh,
I want to do it.
all right. Well, Ben, take it from here.
Alright, you see this chump right here, LJ12 Mangosteen? He currently has 3,477 posts. He's been a member since September 2005. And this no life has been on the forums ever since then, posting every single friggin' day. Man,
What a loser.
Whenever he's not flirting with Felina or worshiping his shrine to Greg Farstein. No, okay.
Yeah, there's
Let's
only
move
like
on.
9 followers on the topic.
Yes.
Followers are interesting. I don't even follow my own topic. I don't believe that's kind of the followers. I don't really get the. I mean, I get the feature, and I also don't really get it at the same time. But all right. So we open up with the poster for the Lazy Life of Comic 3.0. Kind of a little hard to read the logo, but it's still there. I like the placement of everything on there. I don't know where there's 2 LJs on this poster, but I believe it's like his Bizarro
that's
version.
another character.
That's another character that looks exactly like Toa. All right.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
The original.
Actually,
pronounced
it's a
like-
giant sign that covers his building.
Blue joint.
All right. Let's do what's LJ's comic that he's always proud of? What's his like comic he
Well,
talks about? a lot?
he did the mystery theater entry, but there's also I would recommend a couple standouts. One of
Dick,
which
huh?
being, if I would recall, a good one was I believe his 7-year. Wait, no. Was it 7 years?
7
One of
years.
his anniversary comics was really, really good.
One of his anniversary comics. Oh yeah, I think I know the one you're
I
talking
think
about.
it was.
Is it the 7 years stumbling?
I don't know. I don't think it was. Don't
believe
get
it
me wrong.
is.
That one's great. I was thinking of a different one. But
Okay.
I
Well,
cannot pinpoint that
LJ's
one,
birthday.
so-
Talking about Pirate Day. There's only one that he's done since BZ Power Forms have come back. So
That's true.
7 years would be the only one.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's take a look at this. Let's pretend that we don't know LJ in the slightest,
Alright.
because it'll make this review so much more interesting. All right. So first off, we see LJ using a kit that nobody uses anymore. It's called Reg 2.0.
Oh
Ray.
my
And,
god.
Reg 2.0. Today, I was reminded that it is actually pronounced Rage, which I think
Rage.
I was kind of aware of earlier, but I didn't actually know. But I figured it out after he followed me on Tumblr.
Rage.
Anyhow, what are you guys' opinions? What are you guys' opinions on how LJ's been handling stuff so far?
I've
We're gonna
said
be
it
looking
time and
at
time
the
again.
7-year BZT anniversary.
I love his graphical style. I think it works well for what he's trying to accomplish. I sometimes say a lot the characters are kind of one-dimensional, but he has plans in that regard, so I'm not gonna judge too harshly.
Yeah.
His humor is great. I'm biased because I'm like the main character. 99% of
the
things
main
revolve
character.
around me.
You and Alina, yeah.
So,
So-
I like him.
I also like a lot of the stuff LD does here in this comic. I like he has a very distinct graphical style. Sometimes, there's so far you can go sometimes with new beginners in their own style. But the style here is very distinct. It's made explicitly available by the kit, but otherwise it seems to be good. I really like his text. His text is very readable. I enjoy that about this series,
Yup.
Mm,
as opposed to many others. And the font is also very, very nice too.
yep.
Yeah.
I also said sometimes the characters can be kind of mirror images of how we are in quote unquote real life. Alina always chases after LJ, beats him up.
I am a
And
manifestation
that-
of all things.
Yeah.
No factory. Like
That's
my
so-
Hail
yeah.
Jeff quote while I'm holding the oversized witch doctor staff.
Man, hold on. If I could interrupt for a quick second. There's this noise that you guys might hear, and that's Ian using the garage, which we can hear. It's like that type of noise. It's pretty annoying,
Yeah.
but it sounds really freaking awesome at the same time.
Wow,
Go
you
ahead.
weren't kidding when you said interrupt.
I totally
Yeah, cool.
forgot
That's
about
great. Then, give us your opinions.
I think these comics are mediocre. These graphics are subpar. Therefore, it's a terrible comic. Just
Wow.
kidding.
He has his own.
I think these
graphics.
comics are great. He has a semi-simple style
Automatic.
that he commendates with stylistic graphics
There's an
and
echo.
special
Get rid of
effects.
that. Whoever's echoing.
Ian.
What?
You're echoing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fix
I
that.
didn't notice.
Fix it now.
There's nothing I can really do.
Hold on.
I guess mute temporarily when you're not
Yeah,
talking.
just mute. Yeah.
Yeah, my voice
I don't
sounds so
know
nice
anything
and
to say.
echo.
Yeah, it's my laptop's default microphone. I can't really do anything.
Except
Oh my
you can
God.
mute when you're not talking, and that'll be the biggest help. So if you would, that'd be great.
So, anyways, how about the comics,
Wow.
guys?
What do you think?
Wow.
Man, send me a link to these things.
Links in chat.
Oh, wait, there it is.
This is LJ's.
I'll post you the comic we're looking at right now. My main thing about LJ's humor is that it seems to be very kind of, I don't know how to really describe it, kind of obvious, I guess. Is that the right word for it?
Maybe simplistic.
Yeah, I guess like basically his humor revolves around the characters and kind of what they find humorous. So his humor revolves around what's happening on screen. It's not necessarily too much on wordplay, or it's a bit more slapstick based. Not in the whole, I guess, in the whole, like not so traditional as slapstick comics used to get. But it's still based on like the implication of violence or the implication of hurt against primarily LJ mostly.
Yup.
There's also some. Yeah, you can see here like the whole thing about him getting hit by a rock in the face, explosions injuring people, that kind of thing. His thing is really accentuated by what's on screen, what's in the panel, and then his work, like all the text he uses, just kind of emphasizes that a bit. So a lot of people, if you're wanting to get some more, I guess, wordplay humor, there's not going to be so much of it in here, but it's most of it is pretty well done for the I guess for the most part.
The
graphics
humor
seem
is
simplistic
more
enough,
rather
so-
based on dialogue. It is like you said, it's what the characters find funny. You really
Yeah.
have to kind of look at it through the eyes of the characters to get a lot of the humor. Like for instance, in his birthday comic, 2012 is like I'm just having casual conversation with Turton, and I'm like, so
Yeah.
you like Hero Factory at all? Trying to make casual conversation, and if you don't know me, don't know a thing about me, that's probably random, out of place. If you know me, that seems perfectly in character.
Yeah.
And it may be mildly amusing because then LJ comes flying by, and we just kind of resume our conversation.
Each of the characters have like one defining trait gathered from how they are in real life. And that one trait is used multiple times in the comic.
Yup.
So Alina's trait is, just being kind of like a slave master. There's just too many jokes you can make of that from my perspective, but alright. That's Alina's main trait. Meso's main trait is Hero Factory. Var's main trait is, I think he's kind of antagonistic, wants to fire LJ and plays a guitar. Ben, I don't really know what Ben's main characteristic is here.
He's not around
really.
enough.
Yeah, I need to be
Yeah,
in these comics.
But, like,
No, you don't.
Jokes.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
basically
I'm
it's
I'm
it's
too
based
busy
off like
with my stuff in B3 now.
I need to be in these
It's-
comics.
they're kind of parodies of what we do here. They're parodies of our own conversations here. So they're very funny for the people that he talks to daily. If you are a reader and you either don't listen to TTV all too much or you don't know us personally, to that point, you might find it a bit less funny because the characters seem, I guess, if from that perspective, characters seem to do the same thing all the time.
Mm.
But it's a matter of audience perspective, and that honestly at this point, the audience in BZ Power has been less than active. So
He has a group of people
Aiming
that
for his
follow
own.
it, that enjoy it, and then
He
we
has a
all
very
enjoy it.
dedicated
That's
following.
us.
3.
No, he has like 3 dudes, and they post on a semi-consistent basis, and they enjoy
Yeah.
it fine, and not many more. So that's from us.
Mm.
Mass advertising campaign must begin now.
Yep.
But yeah,
that's mostly how it goes. But yeah, that's it. I don't know if anybody else has closing comments or questions.
Well, I never
or-
got to speak on it.
You're right. I don't
Yeah,
know
nor
that.
did I, but I don't
Go
have
for
any
it.
comments.
So I'm gonna talk like I don't know LJ, like we said at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, the fact that he uses outdated sprites makes him kind of lame because he's not hit. I'm just kidding.
Are cool.
He's not one of those cool Shimoru Omega guys. So
Yeah.
that's first of all a minus to him. Second of all, he seems to have humor that revolves around a cat beating him up. So I don't really get what's going on
That's
with
true.
this
Man,
human
this LJ guy.
human-like cat always hurting him around every turn. I can't really get humor out of that. That's just sick. First of all, that a cat exists. And second of all, that she's always hurting him.
It's reverse animal abuse.
And in general, from this lame sprite kit that is old, and this cat always causing him trouble, I think it's very much like the rest of the comics form, and not funny.
this comic
You know,
is unusual.
there.
It is not funny.
This comic is a burden to all of the internet.
He's like, hey, what are you guys talking about?
This comic gets 8 out of 10. 1,000.
Talking about my
Mangosteen.
Mangosteen.
My only problem with this comic is that there's not enough mangosteen.
You know.
Because God
So,
knows we need more.
Wait, let me give my closing statement. I give this
Alright.
1 Kanohi mask out of 5 Kanohi masks. Maybe 6, since, there's 6 total.
Wow.
I
That's
will raise that with 1 cookie.
well,
Oh,
Okay,
no,
but to be
as far
serious-
as I can say, yeah. Yeah.
Well, let me be serious for a second.
Alright, let's go.
I think it looks really good, I guess, because he, the semi-simple sort of thing. He'll make it look simple as it can and then add effects. And when he does add effects, it's pretty good. The humor ranges. Sometimes he'll just try to make some really bad jokes, and since they're really bad jokes, they fall flat. And then at some moments, they do really good because, they reflect the actual person. And so, yeah, that's what I actually think.
You know.
LJ. What a
knowing
punk.
knowing LJ as well as I do, he's very he's obscure. He's the type of guy that you can laugh at for pretty much anything, and he reflects his personality in his comics, which makes his comics pretty funny.
Yup.
If you're not laughing at him while talking to him, you're laughing at him while you're reading the comics.
Bucket full of laughs.
Hey,
That's pretty much it.
I think LJ's a great guy. Right, LJ?
But he's
No,
not.
I actually hate the kid.
He's not here.
Can't stand it.
That's why
I
we
don't
hang
get
out with him every day.
Cats.
I think the thing with the
Sages.
humor is that it's something like I guess it's more of what he finds funny. I think he finds Alina's constant whatever Alina does. Basically, like if you found it funny once, find it funny, I guess, all the time. But the jokes do get a bit overused in terms of how often Alina will go after LJ and how she'll only go after LJ again and again and again.
And again.
And
I
again.
don't know. I think Ben really is right here in that sense. So I guess the advice would probably be not trying to flesh out the characters to more than just your one trait. Try to use them a bit more I guess more well, or just use them in different situations rather than their same motivation and their same kind of construct there.
But Kahi.
But I do enjoy the style, and if this continues, it's not a bad series by any stretch of the imagination. Something you should probably definitely check out. But I think reading 1 or 2 comics of this will probably give you the gist of what the entire series is about. There's not much evolution in terms of humor or characters throughout the extent of the series. That's about it. That's all we have for the Comic Maker Spotlight.
Right.
Next week we'll be doing V 3.0 Venom series, and then we'll continue on and see whoever else isn't here that needs their series to be done.
I told you
Because
not
there's
to
nothing
review
else
my
we-
series until it was finished. Jerk.
Well, too bad,
Good
so
luck with
sad.
that.
We're gonna review
Better
it now.
finish
Now
We're
this
gonna
is
review
gonna be the second time you're reviewing it. It's not even finished.
Exactly. We're gonna go. We're gonna
But
go
then again, I guess-
retrospective.
I
Okay,
guess
so-
when I do finish it and then you review it again, it'll be 3 times the charm.
Yup.
3 times the charm.
Yes.
Man.
Alright, well, that was a good spotlight.
Jeez, I'll turn it down.
Well, this has been a good episode, guys.
Yes, it
I hope
has.
you enjoyed your
Yep.
guest spot, Jalokim.
Why, yes, I did actually.
Jalokia. Nice to see you.
Jalokia. Jellyocam.
Yup.
You jelly?
All right.
Do
Yes,
you
I
eat
am
lip?
jelly.
Alright, so be sure to rate, like, comment, subscribe, follow,
To me!
favorite, share.
Comment, rate,
And
subscribe.
be sure to check out our videos.
And subscribe to me!
We hope you enjoy, yes. Yep,
Yeah,
so-
go check out the
Yes.
Bio2 podcast, Self-Shameless Love for Promotion. I can't even speak
We're allowed
English.
to do that. It's just a bit
That's so.
unfortunate.
Edit that part out. No
no.
subscribers. Everything goes to us.
Thank
We
you
need
for
money.
thank
Everything
you.
goes to
No,
us.
I need money. I earn money.
Thank you for listening.
What the product?
Thank you for listening. I'm listening.
Talk.
I'm Venom.